public information officers are there on the scene giving information. I want to switch over to them.
Ellis County Sheriff's Office patrol officer heard gunshots near a county road in Ellis County. The officer then observed a suspect vehicle run a stop sign at a high rate of speed near Singleton Road and FM 875 in Ellis County. The officer began pursuing the suspect vehicle, at which point one or more suspects began firing at that officer. Additional Ellis County officers then joined the pursuit. The pursuit eventually entered Fort Worth, and East Division officers began to assist. While officers were in pursuit, they were also fired upon. At some point, officers observed items being thrown from the suspect vehicle. A firearm was later recovered in the area. Items were seen being thrown from the vehicle. During the pursuit, spike strips were successfully deployed, and the suspect vehicle continued to evade officers. The vehicle eventually lost control and crashed at the location behind us, ending up on its side. The pursuit went through several surrounding cities prior to ending here at the 6300 block of Camp Bowie Boulevard. A total of 5 suspects were inside this vehicle. 4 suspects complied with officers' commands and exited the vehicle. The 5th suspect did not. Therefore, a drone was deployed by the Fort Worth Police Department to search that vehicle from a safe distance. Once officers deemed it was safe, officers approached and found one unresponsive male inside. 4 suspects were taken to a local hospital, which included that one unresponsive suspect. At this time, none of the injuries appeared to be life-threatening. The 5th suspect refused medical treatment on scene and is currently in custody. 1 Fort Worth police officer was treated for a minor injury. For reference, the report number is 2600-14347. Again, I'll answer what questions I have, but please just keep in mind the information I provided you is mostly what we know so far.
Do we know what type of charges will be coming their way?
No, and please keep in mind Ellis County had lead on this pursuit, so they'll obviously decide at that point, and any additional charges regarding Fort Worth will be considered also.
And these suspects, do we know who they are, how they know each other?
We don't have that yet. That information will be provided once they are booked, and then you'll be able to get that information.
You mentioned the spike strips and that the driver lost control, but I see damage to a couple of Fort Worth vehicles. Were there collisions? Were they trying to use the pit maneuver?
Well, that I don't know, because I asked the same thing on scene. I noticed several of our vehicles were also damaged. Right now, those details of exactly what occurred and how it occurred are being investigated. For me to offer you what I've heard from one version to another version would just be speculation at this point.
The officer with minor injuries, was that related to this part of this pursuit?
From what I heard, it was an injury to a hand, possibly a thumb, due to the airbag being deployed.
Do we know where in the city they actually fired at Fort Worth officers?
That I do not know. I'm not certain exactly where in Ellis County.
Was there only one firearm that was recovered?
I'm sorry?
Was there only one firearm that was recovered, and you said things were thrown out of the vehicle?
From what I heard, it was described as pieces of a firearm, so we don't know necessarily if there was more than one. They're obviously still investigating that also. Go ahead, sir.
You talk about when you hear another department being fired on, the kind of response that automatically triggers every officer wants that to come to an end. Can you talk about that kind of...
Well, yeah, Michael, and you pretty much said it right there. As you can imagine, the last thing we want to hear come over the radio are shots fired or officer down. And when you hear that, obviously, we all come together. Everyone wearing the uniform comes together and does exactly what they can to help each other immediately.
What part of the investigation was Fort Worth handled? Were you handling just the crash, or were you handling the assault on officers in the crash?
It's still being determined. Major case is on the scene. Gun violence is on the scene, but they're trying to decide as far as with exactly what occurred, who was going to take lead. Keep in mind also with Ellis County.
I want to clarify. You said the individual inside the car was unresponsive. That is one of the individuals you said, though, did not suffer life-threatening injuries. So
correct. Yes. Even though he's described as unresponsive, they're still trying to figure out as far as how unresponsive he was. So I'm using those words carefully. But I can tell you that from everything I've heard, that they do not believe any of the injuries are going to be life-threatening.
We'll take two more quick questions.
I'm
Were
sorry.
there any other guns recovered inside the vehicle?
They have not searched the vehicle yet. They're getting all the information for that, so that will be determined.
What speed, top speed, were these folks traveling at?
I don't know. Don't have that yet either. As you can imagine, we're going to review body cam, dash cam, all that, and obviously we'll provide what we can.
It says a lot about the working of all of you together, and that nobody else got hurt. There was no innocent bystander. Tell us about how dangerous it could have been for everybody, and I mean, the work that all you showed that professionalism.
Well, and as you can imagine, this could be a much different press conference right now. I mean, there are so many different worst case scenarios that we could be facing. When I went up, one of the first questions I asked, do we have any officers injured? No. Outside of the minor injury. Do we have any civilians injured? No. Possibly outside of the suspect. And then also, any of our vehicles, were they struck by the gunfire? Currently, we do not believe so. We believe it may have just been one suspect firing upon us, but it could have been multiple. That's still being determined also. But yes, this could have been a much different situation. We certainly hope nobody has any major injuries, but we'll get it taken care of.
Are any of them minors?
I don't know that either. I'm not sure the ages.
Last question.
Anyone else?
Will they be booked in Tarrant County, or will they be treated at the hospital and then transferred to Ellis, and then they...
Yeah, I don't know yet. All that will be decided. First and foremost, obviously, is the welfare of everyone involved. Then it'll be decided as far as what charges and where they will be booked.